Well, a very big thank you. That was what David Cameron had to say to British troops in Afghanistan as he used Armed Forces Day to drop in on them. The UK officially pulls out of the country next year, but the prospect of a lasting peace remains elusive. Indeed, the Prime Minister agreed with a senior British commander's assessment today that the West missed an opportunity to talk to the Taliban more than a decade ago. Fatima Manji reports.
It was a surprise visit, but perhaps not entirely unpredictable, on a day declared to celebrate the role of the armed forces. There is very little to celebrate in Afghanistan, however. More than a decade on from when British troops first arrived, the violence has not let up, and the Taliban remain strong. But as he met and dined with soldiers in Helmand province, the Prime Minister maintained they would be coming home by 2014, and that the peace process must be Afghan-led. That process, however, depends on talks with the Taliban, and that's already faced a few teething problems. Last week, the Afghan government was furious as the Taliban launched its own embassy, flag and all, in Doha. And today, a top British commander in Afghanistan said talks with the Taliban should have begun a decade ago. Lieutenant General Nick Carter told the Guardian newspaper,
"Back in 2002, the Taliban were on the run. I think at that stage, if we had been very prescient, we might have spotted a final political solution, getting all Afghans to sit at the table and talk about their future."
Well, I think you can argue about whether the settlement we put in place after 2001 could have been better arranged. Of course you can make that argument. Since I became Prime Minister in 2010, I've been pushing all of the time for a political process, and that political process is now underway. But at the same time, I know you can't bank on that, which is why we've built up the Afghan army, built up the Afghan police, supported the Afghan government. So after our troops have left, and they will be leaving under the programme we've set out, after our troops have left, this country shouldn't be a haven for terrorists.
The terror continues. Just days ago, there was an attack near the presidential palace in Kabul. But meeting David Cameron today, the Afghan president insisted it would not stop efforts for peace.
We've had them killing the Afghan people, but we still ask for peace. This was peanuts, comparatively speaking. Quite an irrelevant attack. We're more concerned when they attack the Afghan civilians. We're more concerned when they attack Afghan schools and children.
David Cameron also got a chance to examine military equipment, including this surveillance drone, a topic causing controversy both here and in neighbouring Pakistan, where he headed next. And as he meets Pakistani President Zardari, no doubt a key concern for Cameron is whether his allies in the region will be reliable enough to help bring about a political settlement.